Guys, once you learn how to make hamburger patties the way I'm about to teach you, then I'll tell you what, it's going to change the world of hamburgers for you. This is the best, juiciest patty you'll ever get a chance to eat.
Well, howdy folks, I'm Stuart Trotter and this is Texas Cooking Today. Hey, what you're going to be making today is going to be some delicious food, and this is one of my recipe videos. Now if you get to the end of this and you're wondering how to pull off this, that, or the other, I'll tell you what, there's another show on this very same recipe. It's one of my tutorials. So I'll tell you what, it'll be the next episode after this one. Take a look at that. Those are really full of information. Now guys, thank you for watching. Let's get right into making this. Guys, did you see that? Look, that is an excellent looking burger, and better yet, it is an excellent tasting burger. This is how to make the best, most perfect, juicy hamburger. And I want to teach you how to have more moisture, more juice in that meat than you've ever had before, and it's by an old world technique. And no, we're not adding any moisture to it. I want to teach you how to lock in that natural flavor and juice. Like I said, this is an old technique. It's really cool to know, and once you know it, you're going to be making the best burgers of anybody. So guys, let's get in the kitchen. Let's get busy making these up. This is good. Come on. Hey, looky there, guys. We got it all lined out right here. I've got 2 pounds of some lean beef back here. That's what you're going to need. And we're going to grind that up fresh right here on the show. Also, I've got some garlic, paprika, some onion powder, a bit of salt. We're going to use that for seasoning that meat up just the right way. And of course, I mentioned to you that old world technique. It's called larding, okay? That right there. 2 tablespoons of lard to 2 pounds of beef. Or easy way to remember is 1 tablespoon per pound. It's not really that much, and it only gives this slight hint of a light bacon-like flavor in the background that's hard to even perceive, but it's there. And once you try a burger done this way, you're going to love that. It actually does lock in the juice. It's like, you know, water doesn't like to pass through that fat layer very easy, so it kind of gets locked into each of those little lumps of ground beef. Also, we're going to make our own dressing for this, and we're going to use some Dijon mustard, some mayonnaise, and some chipotle sauce. We're going to make a chipotle Dijonnaise, and it's going to be banging good. And we're going to put that on a nice, sweet French brioche roll, and that's going to make a perfect little hamburger bun for us, guys. So we got it all lined out. Let's get busy grinding this meat and make some burgers, right? Now guys, I'm going to simply cut this meat up into strips. I'm going to feed it right up here into my grinder. Once I have ground meat, that's when we season, lard. We mix all those seasonings and lard in together, and we're up and cooking. So it's just that simple when it comes to grinding meat. Don't hesitate to try it at least. And the grinders aren't expensive. It makes much better quality. Guys, look at this. We have this beautiful fresh ground meat, and I'll tell you what, when you grind your own, you're going to find it has a different texture than what you get at the store. It's much more soft, much more subtle. It is a far, far better quality product, and you really, once you try it, you will never buy ground meat again. You're going to be grinding all of your own meat. All right. What we have to do now is, of course, we got to get the lard in it, and we have to season it. And I got my 4 seasonings. Here's how you season this and how to think about it. Press this out to about the size, or the thickness, I should say, of the patties that you're going to want. Okay, so I'm going to want about 3/4 inch to 1 inch thick patty. So I've about got that here. When I'm finished larding this and I've mixed all that lard in, I'm going to press it out just like this, and I will take my seasonings one at a time and I'll sprinkle over the top of this about the same amount I might normally use if I were just sprinkling it over the outside of the patty. So look at it that way. If you were dusting lightly each of these over the outside of your patty and a little bit of salt, the same exact way, okay? And I'll do that twice on the meat and then mix it all in really well, and then we make our patties. So we have something that protects the moisture and locks it in. We have our flavor that's built into the meat itself instead of sprinkled over the outside, and we end up with patties that are really, really phenomenal, okay? So this is a superior way to make your hamburger patties. Now guys, once you get all of that spice in your meat, just go ahead and break off some and roll it into a nice little patty and get those suckers cooked up, okay? You're gonna be surprised at how good this is once you taste all of this. I'm gonna be grilling this with some mesquite smoke, and it's going to be delicious that way. Make sure your grill's good and hot, and make sure you turn that meat only once, okay? Because if you flip it a lot, it just does horrible things to your burger. One time, guys. 4 minutes on each side. Guys, making a Dijonnaise dressing like this is as simple as basically 1 part mustard, 2 parts mayonnaise, and then you bring up your chipotle flavor in it until it's where you like it. It's all that simple, guys. So it's usually going to be a few teaspoons of this to, in this case, I've got about a half a cup of mayonnaise and a 1/4 cup of mustard on that. So like I said, 2-to-1 ratio and a little bit to flavor, okay? And there's your Dijonnaise. Guys, look at this. These burgers came out juicy and beautiful. Fantastic tasting. Look, once you've done your burgers like this, you're really going to be very, very impressed with what you get. The flavors are explosive. The juice that comes from this thing is just incredible because it's so moist. All that moisture was trapped in there. It didn't get cooked out. You cooked it the right way by turning that meat 1 time. You got a good sear on it. It's all the right flavors, all the right ways, and you got a beautiful dressing to go with it. Guys, I'm using some Munster cheese on this one. You dress yours up however you want yours. But in the end, make it your burger, but try this technique. Thank you very much for watching Texas Cooking Today for this episode. Hey guys, if you would, please subscribe if you haven't done so. If you would, please click that like button. It does help me a whole lot. And one last thing, please just have a good day. You folks, bye-bye. Well guys, once again, thank you very much for watching this show, for watching Texas Cooking Today. If you would, please go to my channel, check things out there. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. I've got stuff coming out every single Thursday, so watch closely. There's some really good stuff coming your way. And thank you again for watching Texas Cooking Today.